The CYMRIC cat. The CYMRIC is a breed of domestic cat. Some cat registries consider the CYMRIC simply a semi-long-haired variety of the Manx breed, rather than a separate breed. Except for the length of fur, in all other respects the two varieties are the same, and kittens of either sort may appear in the same litter. The name comes from Cymru, the indigenous Welsh name of Wales, though the breed is not associated with Wales, and the name was possibly given as an attempt to provide a Celtic-sounding name for the breed. The breed's Manx bloodline originated in the Isle of Man, though Canada claims to have developed the long-haired variant. The breed is called the Long-Hair Manx, or a similar name by some registries. Hi there, I'm Grace, and welcome to Kitten's Corner. Here we'll talk everything cats, for cat lovers, just like yourselves. If you haven't already, please be sure to paw that subscribe button, and don't forget to like and ring that bell to be notified of future videos. Before we continue, how about a quick trivia? What year was the CYMRIC recognized as an official cat breed? A. The 1960s. B. The 1970s. C. The 1980s. What do you think? Leave your answer in the comments below. Hang in there, and we'll get back to the answer of this trivia question at the end of the video. So, let's take a further look into the CYMRIC cat. According to Isle of Man records, the taillessness trait of the Manx began as a mutation among the island's domestic cat population. Given the island's closed environment and small gene pool, the dominant gene that decided the cat's taillessness was easily passed from one generation to the next, along with the gene for long hair. Long-haired kittens had been born to Manx cats on the Isle of Man, but had always been discarded by breeders as mutants. Then, in the 1960s, similar kittens were born in Canada, and were intentionally bred. This was the start of the increase of CYMRIC popularity. It took many years for the CYMRIC to be recognized as a breed of its own by cat associations. The International Cat Association recognizes the CYMRIC by that name, but as a variety of Manx, not a separate breed with its own standard. Also simply covering it in their Manx breed standards, the US-based Cat Fanciers Association, the Coordinating Cat Council of Australia, and the UK's Governing Council of the Cat Fancy recognize the variety as the long-haired Manx rather than CYMRIC call it the Manx Longhair, while GCCF uses the term semi-long-hair Manx variant. Appearance. This section does not cite any sources. Please help improve this section by adding citations to reliable sources. Unsourced material may be challenged and removed. The CYMRIC is a muscular, compact, medium to large cat with a sturdy bone structure, weighing between 7 and 13 pounds. They have a cobby body and an unusually rounded appearance. CYMRICs have large and full eyes and have widely spaced ears. Unlike that of the parent Manx breed, the hair of a CYMRIC is medium long, dense and well padded over the main body, adding further to the round appearance. All colors and patterns that are accepted for the Manx are accepted for the CYMRIC, though exactly which qualify varies by organization. In the breed of CYMRICs, 4 different tail types are produced. The Rumpy is the most valued for cat show purposes, and is the only show cat type in some organizations. This is a cat born entirely tailless. Instead, Rumpies often have a dimple at the base of the spine, where the tail would be. Next, there are Rumpirizers. These cats have a short knob of tail that is made up of 1 to 3 vertebrae connected to the spine. Stumpies have a short tail stump, up to about 1/3 of a normal tail length. Finally, Longies or fully tailed have tails as long or almost as long as an ordinary cat's. It is impossible to predict what tail types will appear in any given litter. Isle of Man Longhair, tailed variant. The Isle of Man Longhair is essentially a fully tailed CYMRIC cat, i.e. a cat of CYMRIC stock, with CYMRIC features, but without expression of the Manx taillessness gene. It is presently only recognized as a separate breed by the New Zealand Cat Fancy, with a breed standard. Coat colors are limited to those acceptable in the British Shorthair, and requires the doubled and thick, long coat of the CYMRIC. In other international registries, such cats are designated tailed CYMRIC or tailed Manx Longhair, only recognized as breeding stock and cannot be show cats. Health. The gene that gives the CYMRIC and Manx their unusual tails can also be lethal. Kittens who inherit 2 copies of the tailless gene die before birth and are reabsorbed in the womb. Since these kittens make up about 25% of all kittens, litters are usually small. Even cats who inherit only 1 copy of the gene can have what is called Manx syndrome. This can cause spina bifida, gaps in the vertebrae, fused vertebrae, and bowel or bladder dysfunctions. Also, a rabbit-like hop can sometimes be seen in CYMRIC cats due to the spinal deformity. Not every CYMRIC with a short spine has problems or Manx syndrome. It is simply an attribute of the Manx gene, and its expression cannot be entirely prevented. As the problems usually become apparent within the first 6 months of age, CYMRIC and Manx kittens are usually kept by breeders until older before being made available. Before we wrap up, let's get back to our trivia question. What year was the CYMRIC recognized as an official cat breed? If you haven't guessed it yet, the answer is A. While the Manx was recognized in the 1920s, but the CYMRIC was not shown until the 1960s and did not begin to gain popularity until the mid-1970s. Well, that's all we have for the CYMRIC cat. We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know your thoughts and leave a comment below. We'll see you next time on Kitten's Corner.